one from Amy Just.
Yeah, I'll just get this out of the way. When you went back and watched the film of the play that resulted in your ejection, what did you see and what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I hate the position that, even that I put the team in with being ejected from a game, a big game, a fourth quarter where, we didn't get the, didn't get the right call in my mind, but that's something that I have to deal with. That's something that if it happens, it can never happen on my way. Talking about being within a play, it was pushing, it was a counter movement, ball had thrown, I was trying to get the hand off of me, his left hand was coming my way, and off a reaction, I went to go push cross, but the fist was clenched. I mean, I watched it no less than 100 times, the replay, and anytime you have a balled fist, I mean, you're putting yourself in danger. So it made contact with the face mask, the refs did what they thought was necessary, and you were called in, whatever the process was. But by not being on the field, I hurt the team, so that's on me. I mean, when you have a close game, when you have a game like we were in, that can never happen.
Next one's from John DeSager.
Hey, Cam, two-part. Sounds like it was freakish, so is that something that happened to you before and just didn't get called coincidental? And the second thing is, run defense-wise, you guys have been so stout there. Do you just get back to fundamentals to being who you are?
Yeah, within that play, I mean, there was no maliciousness in it. There wasn't, it wasn't like it was a stop in the middle play, a thought process and gone. It was something that sort of happened in reaction. I mean, it worked into a spin move my way, so I was disengaged. That was, the main point of a move is to get the guy off of you. So when it comes down to it, again, that's on me. That's something that can't happen. So, the next thing is just focusing on the run, focusing on what we can control, and that is just that. We got Dalvin Cook coming down to the bayou, and we have to be ready.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Ken, what did it mean to you to tie your dad in Pro Bowl appearances?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge honor. In my mind, I thought I've seen Seattle, have Cliff Averill, Mike Bennett. I've seen Minnesota go Everson Griffin and Danielle Hunter. I thought it was going to be me, Trey Hendrickson, and, another defensive end. To not see Trey up there, I was confused. But, we're here for a Super Bowl, so we got our eyes on a bigger prize. For me to tie Pops, that's awesome in terms of our legacy. The Jordan men have 12 Pro Bowls, but I'll worry about that offseason. What I'm focused on is the Vikings coming in and how we have to stop the run, make them one-dimensional, as well as put a cap on Adam Thielen and Lil Justin Jefferson.
Next one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, two-parter. Yeah, I guess you alluded to it a little bit with your reaction about Trey not making the Pro Bowl, but DeMario too, your reaction to that, and then you became a new dad over the weekend. So just wanted to ask about that.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about all-pro DeMario Davis, one of the best linebackers in the game right now. To not make the Pro Bowl, that's something that I feel like with Jade, especially when you have a top 5 defense and you only have 2 defenders make a Pro Bowl. That's just something that you expect more. The way that he's played, the way Trey's played, I mean, the way David Onyemata has played, I thought that he might have slid in there as well. But to come down to it, again, we can only control what we can't control. We got the Vikings coming in, and we've got eyes on a bigger prize. We're still in our control of our own destiny in terms of getting the playoffs and making statements.
Next one's from John DeSager.
You alluded to Dalvin Cook earlier. Just what are some of his strengths that he seems to put on the field?
He's fast. He makes great decisions, and when it comes to the running game, I mean, this last couple of years he's put on a show. We have our work ahead of us, and I think we, last couple games, I think we could have done a little bit better in our run game, and we're going to focus on that. Get back to our fundamentals. Get back to know how, playing our defense that we want to play. And once we make a team that one-dimensional, we can really start attacking them. So it's going to be on us to do everything we can to affect their offense.
Next one's from Ed Daniels. Ed, I think you're on mute.
My bad. Cam, how important is it, how disappointing is it not to potentially have the #1 seed and how much of a detriment do you think that is going into the playoffs?
I can't tell you what all it's going to mean in the next two games. I do know we, again, control what we can't control. We win this game, we win the NFC South, and we'll worry about our secondary goal to win the bigger picture. I do know that we're going to focus on stopping the run. We're going to focus on putting pressure on Cousins. You know, they got a strong wide receiver core that we have to put a lid on. So it's going to be on us. In terms of bigger pictures, what happens if somebody falls, somebody this is that, I'll let you guys worry about that. I'm going to go play football the best way I know I can.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Hey Cam, how like beneficial is that just veteran presence that you guys have on this team when it comes to dropping 2 games in December and making sure you just kind of like stay on the path despite like the kind of little late season stumble here?
Again, at the end of the day, you know, we can only focus on what's ahead of us. I can't look back and stay focused on what happened. We can make our corrections. We have to move forward. It goes along with the 24-hour rule that's already passed. We're focused on the Minnesota Vikings coming in. And once we get over them, then we'll worry about whoever's next. And then we'll go ahead into the playoffs where we're looking to try and win a Super Bowl.
But I'm saying, like, maybe not every team's able to do that and focus on that individual game. So, like, you know, how have y'all been able to like really establish that mindset of like, you know, the 24-hour rule is a thing that y'all are able to like enforce every week?
This is a culture of the locker room. This is culture of the New Orleans Saints. This is something that's been established long before. So everybody goes with exactly the same mindset. This is a team that, you know, this defense trusts each other, the offense trusts each other, the team trusts each other. So again, we control what we can't control. We don't look back, we look forward after we make our corrections.
Next one's from John DeSager.
Cam, defensively, the unit played 92 plays, and it looks like it held up pretty well. What were your impressions of how the defense held up, and also how important, I guess, is recovery this week? I know it's important every week, but a shorter week with that many plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think the defense played well, but clearly not well enough to where we won. If we eliminate some of those touchdowns and make them field goals, we're in a better position to win. I think that, you know, there should have been another sacks fumble between me and David Onyemata, but that was looked over per usual. And at the end of the day, we don't have time for excuses or time to whine. We have the Vikings coming in. This is something that we have to take advantage of.
All right, we're all